Welcome to the Lean Logistics Carrier Training video. In this video, we will walk through the execution functions of your Lean Logistics Carrier account. Execution functions include actions such as accepting or rejecting loads, scheduling appointments, tracking and tracing, and requesting accessorial charges. Before we begin, it's worth noting that the Lean Logistics On-Demand TMS utilizes pop-ups, so please allow pop-ups for this site. Navigate to www.leanlogistics.com and click the Login button in the upper right-hand corner. Once at the login screen, we recommend that you bookmark this page for faster access in the future. You can begin by logging in. If you've never received a username, please contact your system administrator. In the event that you forgot your username or password, please use the help links provided. In this section, we will review the Lean Logistics Spot Market. The spot market is a robust, real-time environment that provides shippers the ability to manage a volume spike within a particular lane or loads that do not have a primary carrier. As the carrier, you will need to contact your shipper representative to ensure visibility to their loads. Operating in a reverse auction process, carriers have the ability to bid on a load that matches their capacity. If a bid already exists, carriers can offer a lower bid in increments established by the shipper company. On the menu bar, select Spot Market. Use the search criteria to filter the list of potential loads as your availability allows. After clicking on Search, any loads that meet your criteria will be displayed in the Results section. To bid on a load, select Make Offer from the Action drop-down menu, then click Go. Depending on the shipper, you can either enter a contract rate, if one exists, or enter a new rate followed by the expiration date and time that you wish to have this rate valid through. Additional comments can be added in the box provided. Finish by clicking the Make Offer button. You will notice that the Offer Placed designation will appear to confirm that you have successfully made an offer. Please be sure to set up your advisor notifications under the Spot Market Events heading. Here, you can enable several spot market notifications, including New Low Offer in the event that you are underbid, and Offer Lost. If you win the bid, the shipper will tender you the load that can then be accepted. Accepting or rejecting a load is at the heart of the execution process. Once a load is tendered, it is time to accept it. If you are integrated with Lean Logistics, an EDI 204 tender file will be sent, and accepting or rejecting can take place through a 990. Integrating can save time as well as avoiding data entry errors when updating manually. If you wish to integrate, please inquire to carrierintegration@leanlogistics.com. If you're not integrated, you will need to log in. Within the Lean Logistics TMS, click on the Accept Loads menu option. Once at the Accept Load screen, you have the ability to search for all loads currently tendered to your SCAC. Unless filtered in your search, all loads from all shippers will appear on the same page. Use the filter options to narrow your search by lien ID, shipper, or even equipment. If your load groups match your planner responsibilities, they can filter on the load group to see only the loads they are responsible for. After clicking the search button, the results of your search will be displayed, sorted first by shipper company, then by pick date. In the results section, you can either accept or reject using the checkboxes on the right. To accept, check the box and click Continue. Click OK to confirm. You now have the opportunity to print a summary page if you've accepted several loads at once, print a detailed load reports of all accepted loads, or appoint all accepted loads if required. To reject a load, check the box and click Continue. Click OK to confirm. On the following screen, you will need to enter a reason for rejecting. Please note that some reasons may require an additional comment. If you need to reject a load after it has been accepted, you will need to log into the TMS even if you are integrated with Lean Logistics. To reject a load after it has been accepted, search for the load in the execution screen under Load Status, Execution Status. See the Load Status training for more details regarding searching for loads. When you have found your load, choose Decline from the drop-down on the right and click Go. Click OK to confirm. Enter the required reason and comment if necessary, then click Continue. Being able to find the load when you need it and understand what you're looking at is vital to your operation. The execution status screen is your main search screen when looking for loads. Several search options are available, including reference number, load status, location, and dates. Information can be combined to further filter your search. Let's get started by going to Load Status, Execution Status. When you first land on this screen, not all search options are available. 2 checkboxes on the right of the screen will display additional search options. Searching by Lean ID is the easiest and quickest way to return your results. In fact, if you have a Lean ID entered, no other search criteria are considered. When not searching by Lean ID, all other fields are cumulative and can be added together to pinpoint the load or loads you're looking for. As a caution, searching with too much information may return no results, while not enough may return too many to be helpful. Any field that allows for text to be entered, like name or city, needs to match exactly. If you're unsure of the exact spelling, it is best to leave it blank. If you find that you often repeat the same search, you will benefit from saving your search. Once you have entered all your search criteria and have clicked Search to ensure that you're returning the expected results, simply click on Save and enter the name in the box provided. In the future, click on the Save Search drop-down and select the one you wish to use. All fields will automatically be filled in. The icon just to the left of the date is a quick search. If you know the Lean ID for the load you wish to see, click on the icon, enter the load ID, and click the magnifying glass or hit Enter. This will open up the load report for your review. Managing appointments is another critical step in overall load maintenance. If your company is integrated with Lean Logistics, you can send an EDI 214 file to request or update appointments in the TMS. If you're not integrated, you'll need to log in to manage appointments. Appointments are handled one of 2 ways within the TMS. Shippers who use the appointment scheduling module will allow you to request appointments for facilities they control using links provided. For all other locations, appointments will need to be made by contacting the facility, scheduling the appointment, and updating the information back into the TMS. We will walk through both examples now. To appoint a load when the shipper uses appointment scheduling, links are provided in the load. You can either search for the load and open the load report to see the links, or navigate to Appoint Loads, New Appointment. Enter some simple criteria such as load group and click Search. In the search results, you will see links for the stop locations that the shipper has under appointment control. Depending on your drop trailer capability, click either Schedule Live Appointment or Schedule Drop Trailer Appointment. In the pop-up window, appointment information will be displayed. In the center of that window, you will see available appointment times. If no times appear, use the next or previous links to check another date. You can also jump to a specific date by entering it in the box and clicking Show Open Appointments. Your shipper will provide you with specific instructions regarding date changes. See your shipper representative for more details. After selecting an appointment time, enter any comments necessary and click Submit Request. For locations without appointment scheduling functionality, you will see open text boxes. After you have contacted the location and secured an appointment, enter the appointment date and time given. If you were given a date but no specific time, you have the option to check the first come, first served checkbox, rather than entering a time or time range. You can also indicate the appointment reference number. The appointment screen also allows you to enter your Pro number for reference. When you have entered all information, click Save at the bottom of the page. Once you have saved your appointment, you cannot change it from this same screen. To change an appointment that you have already entered, go to Appoint Loads, Change Appointment. After retrieving the search results, you'll be able to update any information required. Any load that uses appointment scheduling functionality will also be available to reschedule or cancel. Load notes are used in the Lean Logistics Transportation Network as the main form of communication between the shipper and carrier regarding a specific load. Shippers will use load notes to indicate special instructions or changes to a load. Carriers will use load notes to update the shipper of any changes or delays on a load. Once created, load notes become a permanent record on the load. Events that may cause a note to be created include product not available, location does not have order number, incorrect or missing order information, no appointment available, wrong order loaded, delay in transit, delay at the pick or the drop, OS&D, other routing issues, or miscellaneous notes. For our example, let's say that your truck broke down en route. To create a load note, first search for the load in question in the execution status screen. You can either select Create Note from the drop-down menu on the right, or by clicking on the link within the load report. When the Load Note dialog box opens, select the Delay in Transit load note type and click Continue. On the following screen, you can enter your message indicating the reason for the delay. If the shipper has enabled check calls, you will additionally have the option to enter a new ETA. At this point, you can click Create Now or Continue. If you want to verify who will receive the load note or add additional recipients, click Continue. Otherwise, click Create Now. If you search for the load again, you will see the note icon indicating that a load note has been entered on this load. Requesting a rate change when accessorials or load modifications occur is important to all carriers. To ensure proper payment on a load, rate change requests must be made in a timely manner. The exact time frame required will be determined by the shipper. To request a rate change, search for the load in the Load Status screen under Load Status, Execution Status. In the drop-down menu on the right, select Request Rate Change and click Go. In the pop-up, any load charges already added and in pending will be listed with their status on the right. Once confirmed, the Edit or Remove action will be listed. You can use these options to make changes to existing charges. To add a new charge, click on the Add Charge link in the upper right corner. On the next screen, the list of approved charge types will be displayed with any comment details listed. First, you will need to choose the charge type that best fits your need. For example, let's assume that detention occurred on a load. Select Truck Detention. Next, select the stop where the detention occurred. If you had selected an accessorial that is not stop specific, such as out-of-route miles, then select All. Click the Select button. The next screen allows for the charges to be entered. Please note, depending on the accessorial selected and the shipper's setup, not all fields will be available to be modified. Enter a quantity or rate as necessary. Enter other comments required and then click Continue. Confirm that your new charge is now listed. It will be displayed in blue text to make it easier to identify. Once confirmed, be sure to click Save to complete the rate change request process. At this point, the request is available to the shipper for further action. If you wish to be notified if the rate change request has been approved or denied, be sure to set up your advisors, checking the appropriate events under the Load Events section. For more information on Lean Advisors, see the Advisor section of the Carrier Setup training. One of the final steps in the life cycle of a load is updating actual arrival and departure times into Lean. Timely updates provide the shipper with visibility to load progress, supply late reason codes, and close the load when complete, which begins the settlement process. If you are integrated with Lean Logistics, updates can be provided by sending an EDI 214 file. If you're not integrated, navigate to the Close Load menu option. Search for the load or loads that you need to update. Depending on the requirements of your shipper, certain pieces of information will be available to update, or even required. All required fields will be marked with an asterisk. The top line will have various reference numbers such as Pro number, Trailer number, or BOL number. Visible fields will vary from shipper to shipper. Below that will be fields for the arrival and departure time at each stop location. If appointments are required on a load and have not yet been entered, an NA will appear in the fields along with a warning message stating that the appointment times need to be entered. If the shipper is using reason codes, a drop-down menu will be visible to the right of the time fields. If the load is late, select the appropriate reason code. When all required fields are entered, click Save. When you have entered the actual arrival and departure times at all stops, the load status will change from accepted to closed. At this point, the load is ready to begin the settlement process. If the shipper has enabled it for their loads, Document Upload is a feature within the TMS that allows for various documents to be attached to a load. Documents can include anything from bill of lading and inspection reports to photos of damages and invoices. The specific document types allowed will be determined by each shipper. Several file types are currently supported, including PDF, JPEG, and TIFF, as well as Microsoft files like Word and Excel. To attach a document, search for the load by going to Load Status, Execution Status. In the drop-down menu on the right, select Manage Documents and click Go. In the pop-up, you will see the document types that are available to attach. Specific comments may be available for each type. For more information, click on the blue information circle to the left. Next, click on the Attach Document link on the right. In the new pop-up will be the instructions for attaching a document. Browse and select a file to be uploaded. After all files have been selected, click Attach. Whether you have the ability to remove a document will depend on the shipper settings. Once the file has been attached, you will see the paperclip icon indicating that the file has been attached. From time to time, there are questions regarding the Lean Logistics TMS. If you need assistance with the functionality, support is available through the Help menu. Please note that questions pertaining to movements or payment should be directed to the shipper. Items found in the Help menu will aid in the use of the Lean Logistics system. Go to Help, Customer Support. The initial screen provides some helpful phone numbers and links for further assistance. Users should begin their search in the Lean Library. The Lean Library has hundreds of articles pertaining to the Lean TMS. A list of popular articles will be listed on the initial page. To search for an article, please enter keywords related to your question or concern, clicking Search when done. The results will be displayed in order of popularity and relevance. Scroll down through the list to see the sample of articles available. Follow the link in the article for the full text. If you are unable to locate the answer to your question, further assistance is available. Click on the tab labeled Request Support Help. Enter your question in the boxes provided and attach any supporting material. Providing screenshots whenever available will assist in resolving your question more quickly. Submit your question by clicking on the button. A ticket number will be provided. Please reference this number when contacting support regarding the issue. To track the progress or update the ticket, click on the Support Overview tab. Your issue will be displayed. Clicking on the link will show the complete history of the ticket and provide an opportunity to update.